Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do you a mid-month reading, 15th to the 31st of July 2018. Universe Spirit, what's coming in for Pisces between July 15th to July 31st? What's coming in for Pisces for July 15th to July 31st? Show me. Alright, let's split the deck into three, like so, and pull that back down. Let's just lay the cards out, so, that's there. Okay, so who are you guys in the month of July 2018? Okay, you're going through a time of some loss, some sadness. You're showing as being the Five of Cups. There's probably a little bit of regret there. Sadness that a friendship or a partnership or something didn't work out. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because of justice. It could have been a legal case. Some of you guys might have lost a legal case, for example, because justice energy represents, is the legal card within the tarot. Might have been something legal with the justice energy, but also it might be the reason that everything is happening with the justice energy is because it could have been a Libra person, or it could be somebody made their mind up with the justice energy, or maybe you had to accept a situation. Now, in the recent past, what you've experienced is feeling a great deal of burden with that Ten of Wands, and your challenge for the month is the Seven of Cups. So you've got to figure out a way of how you're going to deal with this, because a lot of things are up in the air. Also, your challenges, you might have been under some form of an illusion here with this Seven of Cups energy, which is why the energies around you in the last 2 weeks of July are the Queen of Wands, Pisces. So the Queen of Wands, I think, is a person. I think it's somebody who's going to be very instrumental for you. This is an advice giver. This is somebody who's very proactive, somebody who's very helpful with that Queen of Wands energy. The most likely outcome for the month, the end of the month, is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak again. It's much like the Five of Cups energy. But also I think with the Three of Swords, because it is an air card, it's about differences of opinion, okay? So I think that, you know, even though you're upset here, it could be that this was a legal situation, or it might be that somebody made a decision here with the justice energy. As a result of that, the energy around you, I think, as a friend, it could be a sister, cousin, niece, whoever it is. I don't think it's a mother. I think it's somebody that's very close to you. But I think there's differences of opinion here with the Three of Swords energy, or it could simply just be separation. Coming into the immediate future, what you're going to experience is the Three of Coins. You guys focusing on your work with that Three of Coins energy showing here. Trying to fit the pieces together, probably in a project with that Three of Coins. Or simply just trying to assemble your life. Because this card reminds me of a semblance or assembling something. So you might be trying to assemble something, put something in order here with the Three of Coins energy. This can also be, this is for me on the, because I'm using the Gilded Tarot and I have to look at the pictures as well to tell the story. So this person's already got 2 coins put into place here, and they're just completing the project. So this is about you guys completing, or you're experiencing the completion of some form of a project here. Influences coming in will be the Queen of Coins. None of these are you. So I think that this is another individual here. Somebody who's able to give practical advice, for example. If it is your energy, this is you focusing, I think, on your careers, your money, your worth, that type of thing, your home. The Emperor. I think the Emperor is more than likely going to be, the hopes are to really put your life into order as you're trying to do here through the Three of Coins energy, and the overall outcome shows as the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the Ten of Swords represents for me in this overall outcome energy here the ending of a painful situation. All right, sometimes you do get the, you know, I won't lie, sometimes you can get the Ten of Swords and it can show depression, or real depression, or mental burdens. You've got a 10 here, but we've got 2 10s in this reading, which says that there are changes coming in for some of you guys here. And they're not the nicest of 10s, to be perfectly honest, but 10s often mean reaching the end of a cycle. And in these areas here, they're the end of a cycle via difficulty. So I think that really with the Ten of Swords being the outcome, I'm not going to read it as depression, but I am going to say with this Ten of Swords and the overall outcome, it's coming up to the end of a painful situation with the Ten of Swords energy. Let's have a look at what the Five of Cups is about. What's this Five of Cups about? Why is Pisces showing up as being the Five of Cups? Right, because of the Six of Wands. I think that you're upset that somebody here, I think the Six of Wands is somebody who is focusing on themselves with this Six of Wands. They're focusing on them. I think it's, you know, it's not sort of the, you know, I wouldn't read it as a combination like disappointment in, I think the disappointment is in a person. I'm going to read that as a Six of Wands is a person. It could be a fire sign individual, but also it might be disappointment in, say, for example, because of the Six of Wands, because somebody left, somebody went and, you know, focused on other areas. This can be, for example, an attention whore, for example, with the Six of Wands. This is somebody who likes to get out and about with that Six of Wands energy showing up there. But I think there's more than likely actually not a person in a way, because I've got a Ten of Coins. I felt like I needed to pull another card here. I think that there's a little bit of disappointment because the situation is about that you thought that you were going to have victory, possibly over a financial situation. It might have been an inheritance for some of you guys. It might have been about attaining, you know, a great deal of amount of money with that Ten of Coins. It could have been about a job, for example, with that Ten of Coins energy. It might have been unhappiness because you thought that you would have victory in a family situation with that Ten of Coins energy. You thought you were going to gain something here, I think a great deal, possibly financial. And the reason for everything occurring is because of justice. And I think that a decision was made, oopsie daisy, I think that a decision was made with this justice energy. I think somebody made a decision to withdraw from you with the Hermit energy, because the Hermit is about withdrawing with that Hermit energy. Somebody was seeking something else. They were seeking stardom. So the decision was made that they would withdraw from Pisces and seek, because the light is shining into the star, they were seeking something better, or they were seeking something that they thought would give them something greater or something better. Maybe like you get a Hermit looking into the star, it might be that the decision was made that this person would seek something, you know, fame or fortune elsewhere besides you. And I think that this is why you're upset, because you thought that, you know, with the Six of Wands, you were getting somewhere, that you had the perfect probably relationship with that Six of Wands and the Ten of Coins energy, because this is all about victory and success. And the Ten of Coins can be in a long-term relationship or in a stable relationship or that type. I think it was a relationship because this person's looking in at the star. So it's about one person, that Hermit. They withdrew and they were seeking something better for them. And you're upset because you thought that you actually had the perfect relationship showing up here. And in the recent past, you guys have been struggling with this Ten of Wands. And what's this struggle about with the Ten of Wands? Well, you've been struggling with the self, the Eight of Swords. I think you've been struggling because you've been feeling with this Eight of Swords frustration, mental frustration with that Eight of Swords energy. For some of you guys, it might be that you're feeling really, what's the word that I'm looking for? Isolated, maybe isolated in terms of some of you guys being mothers, for example, maybe single mothers with the children. That type of thing. It might be that you've been struggling because this person didn't want. Eight of Swords can often show up for what somebody doesn't want. So it might be that you were struggling because this person didn't want to build a relationship with you, or this person wasn't feeling particularly nurturing or loving towards you with this Empress energy showing here. Some of you guys might have been struggling because you don't ever feel that you're going to be a mother if you're a woman, for example, because the Eight of Swords shows isolation and the Empress is all about being a mom. So some of you guys might be that you've not had children, for example, and you're struggling. You're saying, am I ever going to have a long-term relationship? Am I ever going to be able to build a relationship with someone? Am I ever going to be a mom? Am I ever going to have kids? That type of thing. Because you really thought you were getting along. You thought you had the perfect relationship here. But there was a decision made, and what you've come to know with the Justice energy is that this person was probably just searching for, you know, what they could get from the relationship, but also this person withdrew themselves and decided they were going to look towards something else, possibly somebody more popular or something like that. Your challenge is the Seven of Cups, and I think that your challenge might have been that you were under an illusion with that Seven of Cups, or maybe there's a lot of choices here. But it's about the Six of Swords. I think that the challenge for you guys is choices, making your mind up with this Seven of Cups energy. It's about the Six of Swords, where you go to next with that Six of Swords energy. Probably there's something to do with travel showing here. Six of Swords, Eight of Wands are both travel cards. So it might be that your challenge is making up your mind with that Seven of Cups energy as to whether you should just travel, go somewhere else, leave the country, for example, that type of thing. But as a result of that, you've got an energy of a Queen of Wands around you. And what's this Queen of Wands here for? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Okay, so I think this person is here to prevent you from doing that with the Seven of Wands energy showing up here. I think this person is... I think this person is here to prevent you from taking steps, possibly from making some form of a payment towards this. So some of you guys, it might be that you've got a choice here. Well, I'm just going to get out of the country. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to move somewhere completely different. But I think you've got a real friend around you here who's trying to prevent you from maybe putting a down payment with that Page of Coins energy, possibly on a trip with the Two of Wands energy. You're looking, because the Page of Coins can also be about making a down payment, and the Two of Wands could be to go abroad or to go on a trip or something like that. So I think that this person's trying to stop you from doing that, Pisces. But the most likely outcome for the month will be the Three of Swords. What's this Three of Swords about? What's this Three of Swords about? It's about judgment, okay. So I think that there is a disagreement here, more than like differences of opinion, I would say, the Three of Swords. And it's all about judgment, an important life-changing decision some of you guys want to make here. With that judgment energy showing up. So the judgment energy is all about renewal and change and making important decisions. But I think with the Three of Swords energy, there's a disagreement going on here with this friend of yours showing up here over this life-changing decision that you want to make with the judgment energy showing here. Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. I think it's almost like there's disagreement here with this Three of Swords over an important life-changing decision some of you guys want to make. Because it could be that what you decide with this Seven of Coins to pay into, or what you decide to invest in with the Seven of Coins, could come with some form of loss with the Five of Swords energy. So it's almost like this person knows before you know. I think that you're making a decision based on your emotions. It's all about how you've been feeling about this situation. This person hurt you. So all of a sudden you're saying, right, I'm just going to take whatever I've got, my money, and I'm going to invest it in something else, whether it's you wanting to buy a farm in Oklahoma or, you know, to buy an apartment in Hong Kong, whatever it is. But this friend of yours says, look, I'm here to stop you putting your money into this kind of new venture with this Two of Wands energy. Because the most likely outcome is there's differences of opinion, because this is all about your judgment. The decision, this life-changing decision you're making here to take, because if you look at the Seven of Coins here, this woman's got money, but she's looking to take, she's got a basket, you see, she's looking to take from her bank account. So this person here, there's a disagreement here over you making a judgment that you want to take from what you're earning from your bank account with that Seven of Coins. But your friend thinks, I think, that if you do this, you're going to end up making a mistake that you'll regret with the Five of Swords, because you're going to end up losing out. And also this judgment that you're making to take what you have and invest it in something completely different because you're hurting means that this person's won. So it's almost like your friend is saying, well, if you go and do this, it just means that this person's won. It means that this guy or this girl, whatever they've done to you, they've won. Because you're the one that's uprooting yourself, not them, you are. So I think that this person's doing everything to stop you making a decision that could possibly go against you in the end with this energy showing here. Now, coming in, you've got the Three of Coins. You're putting the pieces together. I think that you're actually quite serious, some of you guys, about moving away because somebody's hurt you. What's this Three of Coins about here? Well, it's about the devil. Okay, so I think it's about a very tempting devil energy, a very tempting offer with that devil and Knight of Cups. The devil is temptation and the Knight of Cups is offer. So some of you guys are putting the pieces together. You're putting everything into order now with that Three of Coins. You're saying, actually, I'm going to do this, and this is all about this tempting offer that's come to you to actually up sticks because somebody's hurt you. But influence is coming in of the Queen of Pentacles. And I think that this is a financial advisor or somebody coming in really to give you the absolute lowdown of what this entails. What's this Queen of Coins showing up here for? What's this Queen of Coins showing up here for? Well, she's coming with the Page of Cups energy. So the Page of Cups is about offering help, love, support with that Page of Cups energy. That brings balance back. So this person comes in love with the Page of Cups energy. This person is trying to give you, but also it could be that this person comes in because they're giving you some good news with the Page of Cups energy. But I don't think it's that. I think it's more that they are offering love and support through the Page of Cups energy. And temperance, balance. Because the temperance is all about bringing balance back to an individual, or finding balance within the self. Love that brings, good news that brings balance with the temperance energy showing up here. So this person comes in, they're not trying to put you off doing this, they're actually helping you to do it, I think, with this energy here. Your hopes, I think, are to find order again within your life, the Emperor. It's to build order with the Emperor. What's this Emperor about? Well, this is all about the Chariot. This is all about, finally, after a time of difficulty, regaining your strength, regaining your confidence with that Chariot energy, and making new plans for the future with the Ace of Swords. The overall outcome, though, shows the Ten of Swords. I don't think that this is going to go ahead. What's the Ten of Swords about? What's the Ten of Swords about? I think that you guys withdraw from this because you're simply not sure. The High Priestess reversed means lack of intuition. You're not tapped into your intuition. I think by the end of July 2018, Pisces, you guys really want to do something here, but it's all off the back of somebody who hurt you. So for some reason, somebody and what they did, Pisces, really got to you. I mean, really got to you. So much so that you just said, I'm going to up sticks. I'm going to take my savings, because the Seven of Coins is all about your savings in this area here. So you've made a life-changing decision with the Judgment energy to take your savings, pay out for these new things. But your friend says, well, if you do that, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face, because this person's won. This person's won. It might also be that you'll lose your savings, for example, because if you make a judgment to take your savings, you might lose it with that Five of Swords. You'll lose your life savings for some of you guys, or you'll lose whatever you've built up here. And what for? Let's get this reading again. So for the month of, the end of July 2018, the last 2 weeks, some of you guys are feeling really upset, really low, quite depressed with the Five of Cups energy. But it's all because you felt that you had victory. You felt that you'd found the one. You felt that you'd found the perfect relationship. You had victory and success in a long-term relationship with that Ten of Coins energy. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because the Justice energy, and I think that some of you guys, there was a decision made, and that decision was that somebody, I think, in your life would withdraw this Hermit energy, because what they were searching for was something what they considered to be better. But the Star, whether it was another person, whether it was another adventure in their life, they were searching for something, I think, that they found to be better. And as a result of that, you guys have been struggling, because I think that some of you guys are feeling trapped. Some of you might be feeling trapped by being a mom, or having to be, you know, have those nurturing responsibilities with the Empress energy to do everything on your own. Some of you guys, it might be that you're struggling because you're saying, I don't know whether I'm ever, with this Eight of Swords, ever going to have a long-term relationship, or ever going to be a mother, or ever going to be a wife, because Empresses are wives and mothers. Now, some of you guys, your challenge for the month is that what is up in the air, and what it is you have to consider, and what it is that you're trying to make a choice on with that Seven of Cups, is whether you should just travel. Just get the hell out of here on that Six of Swords boat. Travel to another country, a far distance, either by boat or by air. So travel somewhere far, for example. But I think as a result of that, you've got a friend around you, this Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is trying to prevent you from putting a down payment on, I think, some form of a new venture with this Two of Wands energy. And therefore, the most likely outcome for the month will be Three of Swords. Differences in opinion, because I think that this friend feels that, you know, this judgment that you're making to take your savings is going to end up in loss for you. With the Five of Swords, whether it's financial loss or just loss overall. Losing family, losing friends. It's almost like what you do here, you're going to live to regret it. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Three of Coins. You're finally starting to put those pieces together. You're finally starting to put the plan. The plan is coming together with the Three of Coins energy. And it's all about this tempting offer that's been made to you. I don't know where this showed up so far here, but there was a tempting offer and you've gone for it. And you've got this Queen of Coins. This is where it comes from. This is the financial lady, or the working lady here, who's contacting you with this Page of Cups energy. She's offering you some form of balance here. She's saying, yeah, this is a really good thing for you to go for. You're putting the money in the right place. Your hopes would be to finally put your life back into order with the Emperor energy. And this is all about you guys with the Chariot, overcoming a difficult time and starting to make some new plans with the Ace of Swords. The overall outcome, I feel, though, this is the end, the Ten of Swords. You don't go ahead with this plan, with that Ten of Swords energy in the overall outcome, because I see some of you guys withdrawing with the Four of Swords, because you know with the High Priestess in the reverse, your intuition isn't really on point about this. You're doing it because I think that somebody actually hurt you. I think somebody actually did hurt you in this reading. And what you've done, because they've hurt you, you've just gone out on a whim and you said, look, I'm moving, I'm going to get away, I'm going to get as far away as I possibly can, I'm going to start again, I'm going to put my life into order, blah, blah. But this friend here knows why you're doing it. And they're saying, if you do it, you're going to end up regretting it. And that's why in the overall outcome, this Ten of Swords, it's the ending of this plan. Because it's all about you guys with this Four of Swords energy. I think withdrawing from this situation, from the plan you've got to just move far away because you've been so hurt. Because you know that you're not tapped into your... And that's what your friend is telling you. You're making a decision for the wrong reasons. So some of you guys in the last 2 weeks of July, I think that you do come to your senses and you realise that you've let a situation or you've let a person get the better of you. And you've made a decision now based on that hurt. But the friend is trying to tell you, you can't make a decision based on that hurt. You're not making a decision when you're not in the right mind. High Priestess often in the reverse means not to be in the right mind. She's a very restless lady. She doesn't know what she wants. She's she's not intuitive. She's not looking at her intuition. She's very unsure of herself, and this is what's going on for some of you guys. But luckily at the 11th hour, you're able to withdraw yourself from this plan because you recognise your intuition simply isn't on point. It's a good reading because what it means is you're starting to come to your senses in the month of July. Number one, and number two, those senses are saying that you can't let someone who's hurt you, whoever that person might be, make you decide to do something completely out of the ordinary. You're not doing this thing in happiness and joy. You're doing it in hurt. So what you need to do for some of you Pisces that this resonates with is deal with the hurt and the pain first rather than... dealing with the, deal with the cause first rather than the hurt, if that makes any sense to you. It's a good reading. You seem to come to your senses by the end of the month. Okay, that's your reading, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.